Hello, and welcome to another episode of Retail Focus. I'm John Suder. I'm flying solo again this week due to some technical issues. Bart's okay. He's just out in a work tornado, juggling chainsaws and solving world peace, or something like that. So this week, we're focusing on some big developments in the AI world. Google just had its big annual show and tell called Google I/O, and this year was almost all about artificial intelligence, especially their AI brain called Gemini. Here's the bullet points. Gemini is everywhere now. Think of Gemini as Google's super smart helper. They're plugging it into almost everything they make. Search, Gmail, Chrome browser, Maps, and even how developers build Android apps will now have Gemini's AI smarts baked in. And let's talk about search. When you search for stuff, you'll start seeing more AI overviews. Basically, AI writing up direct answers and summaries for you at the top of the results, especially for complicated questions. In the US, they're rolling out an AI mode for search that can understand really complex requests and even help you get things done, like finding tickets. Then there's Gemini Live and Project Astra. They showed off a cooler way to interact with Gemini. Instead of just typing via Gemini Live, you can talk to it and show it things through your phone's camera. It can understand what it's seeing and hearing in real time to help you out. This is part of a bigger vision called Project Astra for a universal AI assistant. They're also working on making Gemini an agent that can do multi-step tasks for you, like finding an apartment that meets your criteria and even helping schedule a tour. And here's the part that I love, making cool stuff with AI. Google's tools for creating images from text, now Imaging 4, are getting better at making realistic pictures and even adding text to them correctly. AI video maker, Veo 3, can now also create sound to go with the videos it generates. They also introduced a new tool called Flow that helps people create and edit videos using AI, making storytelling easier. And let's talk about some smart glasses. Google is pushing forward with Android XR, which is software that will run on smart glasses and mixed reality headsets. They're partnering with brands like Warby Parker and Gentle Monster to make stylish glasses that can show you information, translate languages on the fly, or give you directions right in your field of view. Samsung is also working with Google on a mixed reality headset codenamed Project Muhan, super realistic video calls with Google Beam. Remember Project Starland, the fancy 3D video calling booth? It's now called Google Beam. The idea is to use AI and special displays to make video calls feel like you're in the same room with the other person. No special glasses needed. They're partnering with HP to bring this to businesses. They also showed off real-time translation in Google Meet and Beam, where AI can translate what someone is saying and even try to match their voice and tone. And for developers, lots of new AI tools to help developers build apps faster and smarter, with Gemini deeply integrated into their coding tools. Updates to Wear OS for smartwatches and tools to make apps work better across different devices like phones, TVs, and cars. And finally, some Android 16 updates. While AI stole the show, the next version of Android, Android 16, will also feature more of Gemini. It's set to replace the Google Assistant and a new design style called Material 3 Expressive for a more dynamic look and feel. The big takeaway? Google is betting big on AI. They want Gemini to be a helpful, intelligent layer across all of their products, making them more conversational, intuitive, and capable of doing more complex things for you. Some of this stuff is rolling out now, and some is just a peek of what's coming next. And the big story of the week, OpenAI acquires Jony Ive's startup. It looks like OpenAI is getting serious about getting into the hardware game, and they're teaming up with one of the most famous designers in the world to do it. Not me. OpenAI just dropped a casual $6.5 billion with a B to buy I/O, the mysterious AI hardware startup co-founded by Apple's legendary designer, Jony Ive, the same guy who made your iPhone look so pretty you'd rather drop your wallet than drop your phone. The goal? To develop a new family of AI-powered devices. This is OpenAI's first hardware splurge and its biggest investment ever. The startup, reportedly named I/O, has been operating in stealth mode and includes other former Apple designers. Sir Jony Ive and his team, along with his design firm Love From, will take on significant design responsibilities across both OpenAI and this new venture. The I/O team will merge with OpenAI, bringing hardware engineers, software developers, and manufacturing experts into the fold. So what are they making? Sam Altman and Jony Ive have been collaborating on this for about 2 years, and they're hinting at creating something entirely new, potentially a new device that moves beyond the current screen-dominated interfaces that we're all used to. Altman promises a device that's never happened before in consumer hardware. Translation, it's not a smartphone, but it'll probably still end up in your pocket and make you feel bad about your old tech. Some reports suggest the first of these new devices could debut as early as 2026. Ive's design firm, Love From, will take over all things design at OpenAI. So expect lots of white space, gentle curves, and marketing copy that makes you feel like buying a device is a spiritual journey. The move signals a major push by OpenAI to not just develop AI software, but also the physical devices that we'll use to interact with that AI. It's a big bet on the future of how we'll use technology, and it will be fascinating to see what they come up with. As for Jony Ive, for the British-born designer, the move marks a high-profile return to a consumer technology industry he helped pioneer. Working for years along Steve Jobs, he crafted the look and feel of the modern smartphone, in addition to the iPod, the iPad, and the Apple Watch. He left Apple in 2019. We actually have a clip of Jony Ive describing the mystery products. Let's listen in. It begins with a single solid block of aluminium. There's a profound beauty, we believe, in simplicity, in taking something, distilling it to its very essence. This is born from that conviction. We push the boundaries of what's possible with this material. It's not simply machined. It's understood. Every curve, every subtle radius exists for a reason. It is the result of an absolutely meticulous process, an exploration of how the singular piece can feel inevitable. When you hold it, there's an immediate sense of integrity, a coolness, a reassuring solidity that speaks to its monolithic nature. The way the light interacts with its surface is not accidental. It's the consequence of 1,000 almost imperceptible decisions, each one made with an extraordinary degree of care. The finishes it applied, it's integral to the aluminium itself. It feels elemental. We've always believed that when you're truly designing, you're considering the entirety of the experience. How it feels, how it responds, how it becomes an extension of you. This isn't just an object. It's a connection, forged from a single vision, a single piece of material. It is, we hope, something that feels utterly resolved, simple, in its own way, quite remarkable. OpenAI is betting billions that Jony Ive can make AI hardware sexy and that you'll want to buy it even if you don't know what it does yet. Get ready for the hype machine. 2026 is just around the corner and your gadgets are already obsolete. You can check out the beautifully produced introduction video at openai.com/Sam-and-Jony, Jony. The URL will be in the show notes and the newsletter. Well, it was a quick one for this week. We hope you learned something, but if not, you wasted some time. We'll be back next week with more questionable advice and unsolicited opinions. If you enjoyed this episode, please rate, review, and subscribe. If you prefer the video experience, check out our YouTube channel. And lastly, check us out on the socials. We're on Bluesky, Twitter, Facebook. And sign up for our newsletter where you get extended show recaps and behind-the-scenes info on the show. Links are in the show notes. See you on the internet next week. Until next time, may your internet be fast, your video calls be clear, and your mute button always work when you need it most. Peace. Have a good week, everyone.
What do you do now,